Number 1, a senior, Sammy Wilfong. Number 3, a senior, Jace Pratt. Number 4, a senior, McKenna Cronenberg. Number 5, a senior, Emma Tor. Number 7, a sophomore, Lindley Howard. Number 10, a senior, Bastiana Thomas. And third tonight, number 9, a senior, Emma Patrick. The driver was coached by Michelle Garwood. And now for the Wildcats. Number 2, a 5-foot junior, Number 4, a 5'8" senior, Kristen Neary. Number 5, a 5'7" sophomore, Christy Jerome. Number 8, a 5'8" sophomore, Emily Grove. Number 12, a 5'10" sophomore, Madison Cheney. Number 15, a 6-foot senior, Haley. And number 39, a 5'4" senior, Jezreel Hall. The Wildcats are coached by Stephanie Batchelder, assisted by Casey Figueroa, Crystal Luna, and Paige Olson. Umpires tonight, David White.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald alongside Simon Miller and Buck Coe. We are at Andrews Gymnasium for the 3A District 1 Championship
Josh,
volleyball match.
Buck is primed tonight.
Buck-
he is primed
Buck
and ready to
is
go.
prime. During the starting lineups there, Haley Cheney gets announced and he goes, "That's your MVP right there."
Can't argue with it.
Can't argue with it. The only thing you might be able to argue is that she's
Grace
a
might have something to say about
co-MVP with Grace Nearing. The Wildcats, the Intermountain League champions, regular season champions, earned the right to host the district tournament by going undefeated in Intermountain League
Is this
play.
a four-peat?
This will be 4 years in a row they were league champions, and this is the 4th year in a row that they've hosted this matchup. And I actually believe this is the 4th year in a row that this has been the matchup
Timberlake.
for the
Yes.
district championship.
Yes.
Kellogg comes here by way of a clean sweep over the Coeur d'Alene Charter Panthers last night. Timberlake comes to us by way of was it a 3-set sweep?
I
over
think Bonner's got the third set, so it was a 3-1.
A 3-1.
Yeah.
Perfect. Buck up there dropping subtle hints to us.
Buck is like associate producer. He's like
Oh,
the
yeah.
stat guy, the camera guy.
Hey, when I asked him what he wanted to be when he grew up, he said he might take your job.
Oh, he can already have it. I'll swap him right now. This guy is legit.
Starting tonight for the visiting Tigers, the number 2 seed. Number 1, senior Sammy Wilfong. Number 3, senior J.C. Pratt. Number 4, senior McKenna Cronenberg. Number 5, a senior Emma Tor. Number 7, a sophomore Lindley Howard. Number 9, the libero, a senior Emma Patrick.
Guess what, Josh? Emma Tor, golfer.
Really?
Yep.
And number 10, a senior Ashleana Thomas.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, that's just out. That's the right.
Hey, we're riding the big A, though. This
Yeah.
is Adrenaline City right
Yeah.
now, and this is just what we ride out until we mellow it.
Yeah. And starting for your Wildcats tonight, a junior, number 2, Olivia Sawyer. A senior, number 4, Graceland Nearing. A sophomore, number 5, Macy Jerome. A sophomore, number 8, Emily Coe. Our libero, number 20, a senior, Jezzy Hall.
Shout out KHS Golf.
A sophomore, number 12, Madison Cheney. And a senior, and your presumptive Intermountain League MVP, number 15, Haley Cheney.
Holy smokes, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I am here for this, Josh.
There's our most improved player.
Oh, my goodness.
Get it.
Revoked.
Yeah, K. Reed with the hit. They sent it back, and Haley was right there to return the favor.
It was a sequence of events started by Haley with the kill, or by, I think, Kay with the kill. And
K with the kill.
Kay, that's right. Oh, Kay awarded Kay Reed awarded with her, I said Brood. The Bean $20 gift card today.
Oh, yeah.
Courtesy of Wildcats Live. So
That's
inaugural most improved player.
I'm going to have to go give her there's that wheel route hit again. To give her a high five after the game.
Yes.
I don't know that I've actually talked to her about it, but.
Just online. Just our.
Hey, there she is right there making plays.
She is present.
You know, both matches between these two teams went 5 sets this year, so I fully expect it to be a competitive night tonight. And the Wildcats get that one.
But Josh, that sequence right there showed Jezreel Hall coming of age, and I'm glad to give the award to Kay Reed, but I think Jessie's making a late push right now.
She is trying to. It's not fair that to win it in districts.
Right.
Okay, almost there. And I talked to Steph Batchelder the other day, and she discussed how their play off of blocks, like what they do after the ball's blocked if it doesn't go over the net, how that could be something that needs to be improved as they come into.
Well, yeah, because they block, so, they block, but then some of their stuff gets blocked, and how you react to that is.
Yeah. And Timberlake coming out with all sorts of energy right now. Kind of a funky left-handed serve there from the Tigers. Free ball.
Gosh, that even was tough to deal with.
Yeah. Blocked.
There's your block. There's your response off the block right there. And
yeah.
Maybe a crack in the Wildcats foundation. Not insurmountable, but something, you're right, that maybe they need to look at.
Something Coach Batchelder has said that definitely needs to be.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's three service errors. Yeah, 3 right in the net. So with all that energy that Timberlake is bringing, you've got to get that ball in play. And I'm sure that
somewhere.
I'm sure they'll address that.
Somewhere, Wallace head coach Katie Bowers watching.
Speaking of in play, service.
Not loving the service errors from Timberlake.
Nice kill there.
That was a great kill to that back corner right there.
That was Howard, yeah.
Wallace.
Who needs Wikipedia? We got Buck.
We got Buck. Oh, and there's number 4.
That's 4, yeah.
And
Buck, good call. And we're going to bring you in again tonight, Buck. We'll let you know.
Coach Garwood. Coach Garwood, we've gotten to watch over the years. She is equally as an intense coach and a serve error from the Wildcats now.
Just kind of trading serve errors here.
Both teams.
Burning off that adrenaline.
Yeah, and maybe this is for the best. Burn this adrenaline in a rally back and forth of serve errors. Let the Kings kind of work themselves out. But
hey, how about the energy from Timberlake? That means a lot coming into a district match. They are not afraid right now.
Ooh, that was a kind of an offhanded shot there. And wow, Emily, there was no whistle there.
We just caught the ball.
The official got under it. She got under it and wrote it out. Coach Garwood not happy.
She got it between the antenna, though. She got it inside of there, and they just caught the ball.
Coach Garwood does not agree.
We're gonna go replay full again just to take a look at that, everybody.
That sideline official, I saw her get under that, and during the first set of a competitive match, nice little. I guess when you hit it with the palm of your hand,
right?
I want to call it a chip because that's what There's a good block from Grace
there's the
Neary.
ball right there.
Ooh, and hit into space. Good hustle.
Hey, I gotta say that's a great volley right there, and there's Emily Coe coming over saying, "Get out of our way. We need the space because Timberlake is going to push them to the brink." So we'll see how this turns out. But right now, Timberlake giving Kellogg everything they can hope for.
During that last matchup with the Tigers, just about a week and a half ago.
Down 2-0?
Yeah, Timberlake actually jumped out to a 2-set lead on the Wildcats before the Wildcats came back and took 3 straight.
Now, that was a nail-biter. I watched that from home, Josh, and we just had sound or video only on that one, and I emailed Lisa Cheney after that, and she said Coach Steph Batchelder had put a new offensive rotation in and said to her players, how far are you committed on this? Like, if we lose the first or the second, they stuck with it the whole night.
They wrote it out.
They wrote it out. So we'll see if same thing happens tonight.
And we're going to get a double hit here. And we had this official the other night. This guy
Oh, yeah, he
is
is
a
on top of it.
Hawkeye when it comes to these double hits. He can spot them a mile away and does so regularly. And there's a communication error,
Yeah.
and I think we're going to get a timeout from Michelle Garwood. Everything since that hustle play from Olivia Sawyer
Yes.
that Coach Garwood did not agree with.
Kind of shifted the momentum, didn't it?
It went from a 9-7 match to an 11-9 match, and Kellogg has taken the momentum. Sideline judge coming over to tell her, I guess lead official is what we're going to refer to him as.
Josh, we still have that on full screen, so let's go back to that. And there it is right now, Sawyer. We don't quite have the top or the antenna, but I'm sure they're disputing whether or not that went inside that vertical antenna or not.
I mean, it's human error, and unfortunately for these officials, there isn't enough. It's reactionary.
Right.
It's no different than if, and I believe.
It's like if a guy travels and you're playing defense on him, you just stop and he keeps
Yeah.
going to the basket. You just can't stop until you hear a whistle.
In the NFL, if a field goal gets kicked and it goes over the top of the post, it is still considered good. I don't know if it's the same rule for volleyball, but I'm pretty sure there's a guy watching this feed who can tell me.
Yep, I'll bet you.
I bet everybody knows who it is. There's Buck in the crow's nest.
Buck says he's heard of a guy named Shep who could probably fix that for
Macy
us.
Jerome right there went up at the net, made a play. Wildcats kind of pulling away right now. They have the momentum.
Badgers and Charter Panthers locked at 0, just getting ready to start.
Nice serve there by Maddie Cheney.
Oh, boy, Maddie. Give it to him, Maddie. They don't like that left-handed spin.
And Coach Garwood out to the sideline. She very much runs her team with an iron fist. I'm not entirely sure what the district layout is this year. I assume that the champs will get the
Oh, Haley Cheney. Hello.
the champs get the automatic berth to state.
Right.
The
Well,
losers.
What's the path for the non-champs? Yeah, that's what we
The
need to
loser
figure
of this
out.
will play the winner of Bonners Ferry
Yep.
and Charter. Ooh, Maddie's into the net there, but good run by the Wildcats.
Yep, 14-10.
That was a 7-point swing right there.
Josh, I should have that info, but just with everything else going on and the 2A, 3A conversation, I don't have that, but we should figure that out. I wonder if A.D. Goodner would know. She probably does, but let's just concentrate on tonight for now, at least until we can do some research.
Here we go.
Yeah. Leave
Man.
no doubt, Haley Cheney.
Wow, that was finding a gap in the defense and doing everything right.
Guess who the setter was, just in case you didn't know.
Is that one Grace Nearing?
It was.
Yeah, it's just not surprising.
She just, for 4 years, has just been nothing but the epitome of what you want a volleyball setter to be.
And so consistent. Good
There it
hustle
comes.
there by Emily.
Goodness. Holy cannoli.
From this angle, that was absolutely nasty.
Here it is again for you, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome, Haley Cheney. Compliments of Grace Nearing.
And I actually thought Grace might go with the dump there.
Yeah. Well, I think Timberlake did too. If you've scouted Kellogg,
There's
look at
that
this.
hustle on the block defense.
Great hustle by the Wildcats, just scrapping some of those points.
Double hit. Double hit from the Tigers.
Momentum shifted.
And, you know, one of the things, we've watched these two teams play in this exact same match for the last 4 years.
Yes.
I definitely can say that I know that Timberlake's got talented athletes. I do not like when the momentum begins to swing. It almost, whoa! What incredible hustle.
All right.
And Coach Garwood, she's looking at the official, and at this point it becomes you're going to have to play through it. If you don't agree with it, you're going to have to play through it.
Josh, shout out to Jezzy Hall right now. She is amped and playing the game of her life.
Did we get that on replay?
We did, but then I captured another replay after that.
That's fair.
Sorry, Jezzy.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh. And right now, it almost seems like they're picking on the back row. Haley Cheney has an eye for number 10, and I honestly don't know if
Gosh, Haley Cheney, hello.
if I was Ashleyana Thomas, if I would be happy to be
Yeah.
getting Haley Cheney. Ooh, that's the line, plays the
Okay.
line.
Now we're just playing. Now
And
we're
right
just-
again, who was that at? Ashleyana Thomas.
I mean,
You do not want to be the apple of the eye of Haley Cheney if you are on defense.
Right now, Haley Cheney is just having target practice.
She has found her person, and that's not a great thing. Good block. Ooh,
Almost with the feet there, Haley. But
it's 20-11
I'll
right
tell you
now.
what. Finally, Timberlake decided, let's get out of Jesse Hall's neighborhood because it's not been good for us.
Yeah, we need everyone in the middle of the floor for the Wildcats to not touch the ball. Decent serve here. Oh, good play there by the Tigers.
Couple of quick ones there and a couple of hacky sack-esque kicks by Haley, knowing, that just isn't what we want.
And I love seeing, another serve error. I love seeing the Timberlake bench is doing everything in their power to keep their team competitive right now.
And I love that. I love that competitiveness.
That is something that you just can't replicate. A hype bench.
Yeah.
Nice serve there by Grace Nearing.
Especially in tournament time, Josh.
Oh, and that sails long.
Oh,
And
we
we're
heard
gonna-
that's close. We're going
going-
to take a look at that.
Yeah, the eye in the sky says that one was close. But I think I saw some white between the ball and the line. Another great serve by
I don't
Nearing.
know. Bucks on top of this stuff.
And there's Cheney right there again. Wildcats about to run away with this first set.
Josh, does this feel like state to you?
This
feels state-esque
This
to
feels
me.
intense from the Wildcats.
I love it.
Ways that I did not expect. And
That's going to be long.
Good
Nice job,
decision by-
Jesse Hall.
yeah.
She came to play.
Jesse Hall is having an excellent start to her night.
Jesse Hall heard that we gave Kay Reed a $20 bean card, and she is not having it.
Good serve by Grace Nearing. That is the old lead balloon. And there it is. Set number 1 goes to the Wildcats. 25-12. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with set number 2. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Set number 2 about to begin between
Josh
the
and I just
Kellogg
had some.
Wildcats.
Josh and I just had oxygen. We just went and got some oxygen.
Yeah, we had to come up for air.
Oh my goodness.
Between the Kellogg Wildcats and the Timberlake Tigers, this is your District 1 3A championship match. Winner goes on to state.
Heck yes.
Loser has to continue to fight for their season to continue. Wildcats won that one 25-12 in surprisingly dominant fashion.
Josh, it felt closer than that. I mean, we really kind of put a run there in that last half of that set, but it felt closer than that.
When Timberlake was on top 9-7, the Wildcats proceeded to go on a, 18-3 run?
Yeah.
That is a tough rally to handle if you are Timberlake.
And right now, Timberlake up first after the service error from Kellogg.
And we're going to get a double hit there on
Going to be
Grace
2-0.
Deering.
Nice little bit of a hole here. Speaking of 80s night, that is an 80s costume right there. I believe that is Sam or Alex Karst, and that is amazing. That's the definitive 80s right there.
That makes me really warm just looking at it.
Yeah, she's got some layers on.
And
she's right next to Hoffman, too. So if you guys want to get some 80s, we got a Chicago Bulls leather jacket. We got
and a bucket hat. And a bucket hat.
MTV Raps is in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, this is good stuff. Andrews. It's the best at Andrews.
That left-handed hit, I believe, has the Wildcats a little flustered there.
Yeah, for sure. 3-1. Wildcats after riding that high after that first set. Going to have to settle in here.
And I think, 2 points is nothing that they haven't overcome already tonight. But settling down. Ooh. And that was something, if Timberlake can fix their serving issue.
Yeah, so far they have, and that's been the difference here.
That will change the complexion of this match quite a bit.
This back row is regrouping, though. Jesse Hall, been the anchor.
Wildcats taking a shot here, and Haley Cheney's hit goes into the net, a little far off the net.
Yeah, a little bit, everything's a little out of sync since that set break, Josh. A little bit out of sync. Gonna have to get clicking again.
Yeah, and that's always hard. You have all that momentum, and then you take a little break. You have to expect that you're going to get your opposition's best as Kay Reed punches it over the net there. Set goes backwards for the Tigers, and that left-handed hit.
Yeah.
There's that left hand again.
It was still a pretty impressive hit. She had the right idea.
Good hit right down the line, and then it just curved out at the last second.
So speaking of being out, Mr. Shepard, we were wondering about that save by, was it Olivia Sawyer?
Olivia Sawyer.
And that antenna, it just looked like it was on the other side, and the Timberlake girl caught it. But we think that you should just play through that because there was no whistle. So we were just wondering.
If the ball goes over the antenna, similar to a football and a field goal post, is it still considered inbounds? Ooh, there was a block by Haley Cheney.
Yeah, Haley's taking over.
We've said it before, but every now and again, the Great Wall of Cheney comes out to play.
Great Wall of Cheney.
And it's even more fun when Maddie's out there with her.
It's more fun when you say it slowly. The Great Wall of Cheney.
Yes. Yes, it is so good. Oh, great hit.
And that's the only way to get over the Great Wall is to hit it out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to hit it hard.
So
and I think Kay is happy to be a part of the Great Wall of Cheney from time to time.
I think the Great Wall of Cheney is, you can annex some others.
Yeah, you just want to be a part of it.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes
Wildcats.
It's two Cheneys.
Yeah. Wildcats knotted up.
Oh,
what
Jesse.
a hit right there. And there was a whistle.
What did we get there? I thought Jesse dug that.
Maybe not. Jesse was in great position.
Jesse is in effect tonight.
But we are going to see.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like a clean dig there. I don't know what the call was there.
Ooh, that is kind of an obscure serve, and I'm a little disappointed we don't get to see it again.
Josh, I'm telling you, Jesse Hall has a pep in her step tonight.
Yeah, she is out to play.
Yeah, she has definitely discovered and or determined that she is just going to assert herself tonight.
Oh,
yikes!
No thanks. I absolutely
we're good.
would not want to be a part. I would not want to be on the receiving end of any of that. And we've had line judges like Tammy Atkins, who
yeah, she just commented in.
Oh, ooh, let's go to replay. Let's capture that.
I don't know if
And,
I got it.
that
That was
might-
on another replay. So
It might go blooper reel there if we have it. I don't know if we got it or not.
no, that's her previous serve. So
Oh, well, Haley tagged
Technical
her poor
difficulty.
sister right in the back of the head with that lightning bolt of a serve.
Kay with a little bit of aggression there, maybe a little too much.
This is starting to feel
8-7 though. Hey,
eerily reminiscent of set number 1.
yeah, they're right in there.
This is right where Kellogg turned things up. Macy
Macy
Jerome.
Jerome, ice in her veins.
And, ooh, Emily
Little
Coe
long.
just a little long there.
I like though that the Wildcats regroup and just go, hey, we love the kill, it's fine. Just keep doing our thing. I've also noticed 2 different Wildcats, Haley Cheney and Emily Coe, have come over to the cheerleaders and kind of instructed them, like, listen, if there's a volley and we need to get over here, you need to part like the Red Sea.
Yeah,
You know,
and the
get out of
cheerleaders need
our
to be
way.
turning around and watching the play
Yeah,
so that they know whether or not to get out of the way, or they need like a safe word or something. Oh, from the mid. Ooh, and that's just
Yeah.
long.
We're reaching a little bit. Not that that isn't right in Haley Cheney's wheelhouse, but I think at this point in set 2, you've got to make Timberlake earn every single point they get.
And decent serve played kind of off the hands of Macy
We
Jerome.
call that a shank in golf. She kind of
Yeah.
just didn't get that cleanly.
Looks like she probably, when you cup your hands together there to dig the
Yeah.
ball, it looked like she hit that more with hand and with no wrist involved.
11-7 now. Timberlake on a run here.
And Wildcats struggling to dig these serves.
Nice little run here by
Wouldn't be
Timberlake.
surprised, and there it is right there. There's the timeout.
And it was 8-7, correct? So a 4-0 run or a 5-0 run.
Yeah, it was 7. Kellogg served 7 up, and ever since then the Wildcats have struggled.
5-0. Yeah, they hit it into the back of somebody's head and then gave up 4 more points. So
It's tough to play on top sometimes.
Yeah.
And when you don't have that fire necessarily burning, you've given yourself a cushion. You had all the momentum in the world. Sometimes that killer instinct to just
yeah, it's like, Josh, is it like almost like going into maybe not halftime, but a quarter in and you're up by 15, 12 points? It's like, hey, boy, we're real hot right now.
and it might even not be. It might be like going up 9 points, where
Yeah.
you're like, man, one more basket, and
Right.
we're really going to feel good about this. But I've seen many almost double-digit lead blown in a basketball game.
I'm liking these serves. I mean, not liking them, but if I'm Timberlake, I'm liking them.
And ooh, that was a tough call there. That looked like it was pretty close.
Well, let me
Timberlake-
tell you something. Pratt is making the Wildcats earn their keep here. And they so far have not been able to get her serve back. So Pratt bringing them back. Just put the team on her back right now.
That was like slam poetry right there. I
yeah.
like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And Wildcats just need to figure this out. Weather the storm.
Guess
14
what?
to 7 is.
It's a lefty, too. We've seen this.
Yeah, we sometimes we've been the beneficiary of this. Nice hit by Maddie Cheney, and that will right the ship.
That'll get it back. That'll stop the bleeding momentarily. Now the Wildcats need to put the ball in play. No
Yeah.
service errors here. And it's going to be Kay Reed, Wildcats Live.
Most
improved player.
And ooh, that creeps over the net there. Maddie Cheney with the windup, and what a
It's going to call her in the net, maybe too far
they
into
called
the
it
net.
like a carry. I mean, Haley hit that off her back foot, kind of falling away. I don't know how you can.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know.
Maybe just because it was so far over her head, it's just
Yeah.
a kind of default call.
Couldn't believe
But she
that
hit
she
it pretty-
actually made. And there's a miscommunication. And this is where to quote my favorite Keanu Reeves movie, The Replacements, quicksand.
Quicksand.
One thing goes wrong, and then
Oh,
another,
yeah.
and then another,
and then you
before,
try harder
yeah.
to get out, and it just makes you
Yeah,
sink further.
the more you try, the worse it gets. And sometimes it's just about relaxing and letting the game come back to you.
Exactly.
And volleyball being a game of matches and sets.
And guess who steadied the ship right there for the Wildcats? It was none other than Macy Jerome with a cold-blooded hit from the left side here.
Left side out of bounds, almost behind the scorer's stanchion there. And
yes. That's a tough shot. That is not an easy shot, Josh.
yeah, not an easy ball to keep in play. And great block there by Grace Nearing, and another good hit.
Block and recovery.
And I love it. You have to have such incredible reflexes to block that ball, play it out of the rolling net because you then are eligible to hit it again.
Yes.
Pop it up for Maddie to set it up for Grace to make the kill.
And that might be what gives the Wildcats life for a run here.
And there it is again. And a little dump from Haley Cheney. Wildcats kind of scrambling here. Grace Nearing right there. Grace Nearing is such a steadying presence for this team.
Look at this.
My
Grace
goodness.
Is there 3 of Grace out there right now?
It feels like it. It feels like Grace Nearing has been all over the court. Oh, and she tried to make the save.
Yeah, just a little too much
to keep
from
the ball
Haley.
in play. I don't care that we didn't get a point there. That might have been the greatest single possession of volleyball I've ever seen by one player.
Yeah, she was in every single location on the floor.
I believe
during
she
that sequence.
executed. We're going to get a rotation violation here.
Yeah, you got to get back to those spots by the time they serve. I don't know. We got a little bit lackadaisical there on the serving side for Timberlake, giving the Wildcats some life.
And we saw a rotation penalty the other night in that Priest River match.
Or did we? What did we see?
What did we see? What we saw was the Wildcats. Ooh, great hit there. Way to find a empty spot on the floor. That's Sammy Wilfong. And Sammy has been a name that we've spoken, I believe, with the same amount of times as we have Cheney and Nearing.
Yeah.
She's been a part of these last 4 years, such a vital part. Oh, Grace.
That's all she had. Was just a little too much on that. Now she's going to set her teammate up.
Yeah. Always go back to your bread and butter. Yeah. And Grace has a tendency to utilize that dump in situations like that. And I think Timberlake and more importantly,
they're scouting it, right? They know.
Coach Garwood has seen it enough that she's dropping girls back to play that. And so when it doesn't happen, great wall of Cheney strikes again.
I tell you what, for the tide to turn in this second set, because Timberlake has come out roaring, it's going to take your presumptive MVP, Haley Cheney, to turn this the other way, and she's done so.
And if the Wildcats can pull this off, free ball here for the Cats.
Here it comes.
If they can come back, that would be, I almost feel like debilitating. There's that dump there. They were ready for it. I do feel like that would be just devastating to the morale of the Tigers. Kay Reed, nice hit. Wildcats keeping it in play.
Patiently. Haley just so patiently waited for that to come off the net. Everything happened but the result at the end.
And I think Kay saw where she wanted to hit it and then changed her mind at the last minute and ended up just kind of not hitting it. And there's a serve error. So that point right back to the Wildcats.
That might be the difference. It's still a 5-point game, but you just cannot give a free pass to the Wildcats.
And when you look at who's now serving for the Wildcats, if there's anyone, that's going to be a net violation, I believe. Yeah, I think Haley was very much over the net there.
I think Haley got real.
Yeah, she is over.
Almost too athletic.
Like
on that one.
The curse of being overly athletic and tall. That was a great play. There we go.
And then we get it back. I mean,
there's that serve again. She kind of almost like a place kicker, where she plants her foot and it's like a really hard twist of her body as she hits it.
Oh, we're gonna get a really wicked jump serve here. Haley is not a happy camper.
Yeah, I don't think
let off on that one a little bit.
Good tip there by the Wildcats. Maddie Cheney, little left-handed tip over.
Missing Haley in the front right now. Wildcats have to survive this. Get Kay on a hit here.
Good hit by Kay, and way to recover. Maddie
And a
right
hit by
there.
Maddie.
Good play right here. Oh, and I think Haley just doing a little too much.
Maybe a little overzealous there on that back.
I think, and Emily Coe might at times have to go, you know what, I got this. I can do this.
Right.
Because I think she's very passive to her obviously incredibly talented. Yeah.
This is scary. Wildcats going to have to really dig here.
And there's Emily right there.
Emily can handle that front line.
Yeah.
If you just set her up.
Oh, ouch. And that was a hard landing by Haley there.
Momentum firmly on the side of Timberlake. They have withstood a Kellogg rally. It is now 15-22 or 22-15. And the Wildcats are fighting for their lives in the second set.
The Wildcats rallied pretty heavily there. So I do think that they absolutely have the ability. Nice hit over there by Kay Reed.
Got to steady yourself on those.
Ooh.
I got to say, Timberlake, they're taking their chances. They're hitting from all parts of the court, and they're nailing them. They're not missing right now.
It's almost like they're playing a hit at all costs style of volleyball.
It's the same as Wallace did the first time we met Wallace. It's just everything hit it. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So right now the Wildcats are going to need to play the rest of this set basically perfectly.
Yep.
If they are to come back.
They need about an 8-point or 7-point run here minimum.
If they can come back and keep this close. Nice serve by Kay there. Oh, he's right there to play it.
Off the
good.
Off the beam.
Off the beam. And there's another good hit there. Oh.
Boy, that caught Kay flat-footed. She just couldn't retreat enough.
It was a very unique hit over the net. It was more of a punch.
Yeah, Josh, I'm telling you, Timberlake is just emptying the chamber. Anytime they get an opportunity, they're just going for it.
Yeah.
And they've all been in. We'll see if they can sustain that.
Ooh, and that's out.
So
Wildcats.
It has not been on the serve except for
Wildcats.
Wilfong for sure, or Pratt.
Yeah, Pratt. JC Pratt really
did some damage. Yeah.
Yeah, did a good job for the Tigers, kind of just putting them on her back in that long run there. And Wildcats still have the ability to seize momentum here. As much as the Tigers may win this second set,
they're going to need 7 more, but it can happen.
Yeah, mistakes like that, hitting it out of bounds. Volleyball is very much a game of runs, and if the Wildcats can time a run up here,
just got to put it in play. You cannot put this in the net.
And that will do it.
All right.
Set number 2 goes to the Tigers, 25-18. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with set number 3. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats! From plywood to paint, tools to trim, they have it all, or they can order it in just a few days' time. Kellogg Lumber Company is a veteran-owned business that has been supplying the Silver Valley with quality building materials to contractors, builders, and homeowners for 4 generations. Personal service and knowledgeable staff make Kellogg Lumber the right choice for your next project. With 50 years buying experience, let Steve and the knowledgeable crew at Kellogg Lumber use their many well-established vendors to source the materials you need for the right price and delivered on time. Kellogg Lumber, more than just lumber for 4 generations. Hometown proud sponsors of Kellogg Wildcat Athletics and Wildcats Live.
Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller and Buck Coe.
You know, Josh, I've always said, you know, those 3-set matches, I love them because we win, but I maybe jinx us by saying, you know, I'd like a little more volleyball, so we're going to get that.
You know, that first set, Wildcats stole the momentum early and ran away with it. Second set, Timberlake returned the favor.
Yeah.
But what they didn't do is they didn't quite put the Wildcats away. 25-18, they had to work. If it hadn't been for a series there of about 8 points from J.C. Pratt.
And then a hit ratio of a success rate of about 90%. They played as well as they could play there.
And a lot of times they're not the traditional bump set spike, 3 hits to get the ball over the net. If that ball is lobbed up there, they are hitting it. They are hitting it at all costs. They are hitting it early and often. And I think the Wildcats are going to have to be a little bit more meticulous, maybe selective in picking their spots, knowing where people are on the floor, finding their targets, and going there.
I think Kellogg kind of tried to play that game Timberlake was playing and just hit at all costs, and they don't have to do that.
No, they have a very tried and true method, and a lot of it starts right there with Grace Nearing. If she's touching the ball, and there's Maddie Cheney getting that tip there. Great hit from Timberlake.
Again, though, here we are. Without the kill, you're still okay. Make them play all these volleys as you are.
And that's
there you go.
Out. There was no tip there.
There you go. And we got some chat here coming in. How about that drum major? My better half, Amy Miller, saying, how about that drum major down there, Gracie Miller? Doing a pretty good job.
They're getting it?
Keeping the band going. So shout out to the drum major.
Oh, that was a sweet little backwards dump. And right there, Grace Nearing. Woo!
I think somebody said something in the between sets, and we're focused again here. We'll go picture in picture on that one.
And we're going to carry here. Oh, double
yes,
hit.
we got a response back from Mr. Shepard, and he said, yeah, he agrees. Play through. You gotta wait for them to make a call, and if they don't make a call, you can't just catch it, assuming you saw it go over that wrong side of the antenna.
I believe it's the old mantra, you play to the whistle. Great hit.
Yeah, that was
great
a great
hit right there. That was an excellent hit there.
And Timberlake needed it.
Yeah, Ashleyana Thomas has had kind of a rough night, too. She was the object of all of Haley's attentions for a pretty long stretch early in that first set.
The Wildcats have to steel themselves here because they don't want to give Timberlake any more confidence.
And that is going to bounce off the net there. And it's really starting to become evident that not that she needs the ball right at the net, but if Haley's sets aren't quite getting where in her sweet spot.
Yeah.
Ooh, and that is out of bounds.
But I think some of that too, Josh, is I think she is just saying, this is districts, this is a championship game. I got to take my game to another level. And I think even if she doesn't kill to that extent and just puts a heater over there, I think she's fine. But I think she's just going for the kill shot.
I mean, as a Northwestern Nazarene University commit, I think she's and that was dangerous for the Wildcats to turn their backs on that play early.
Yes.
I don't think that ball was out of play quite as soon as they thought. But as a college athlete or a committed college athlete, there is a bit of a responsibility I think she might feel to have to put her team on her back. And, you know, that's really not the case.
Right.
And that went right down the line. And Coach Garwood even agreeing with that one, saying, yeah, that was definitely in. Just not wanting, I think she knows that that last set was probably her team's best game plan, and that's a hefty game plan to have to replicate 3 times against Kellogg.
Yeah, it is.
That dump set right there had me fooled. Good. Oh, good hit there. And, you know, that's the one thing that can be very frustrating about volleyball for me. When you can get beat by your own errors and less by the the
communication
skill,
gap, or just like I got it, you got it. Oh no, just that one little hesitation.
Not necessarily a great hit, but
that might have been out.
It comes off your hand funky or something. And Emily Coe right there to put it into play. Free ball and right through Emily Coe's hands though. And the Wildcats do a really good job of picking each other back up, because mistakes like that, as mundane as it may seem, you know, 1 mistake, 1 point, 1 mistake, 1 point. And the wheel route, I love the hits off the wheel route. And Kellogg basketball's Hobo got a game touch there.
The head of basketball operations, huh?
Everett Jennings. I tell you what, if your program doesn't have...
Speaking of being everywhere.
Yeah, if you don't have an Everett Jennings, you're missing out.
Josh, you wrote the article. We have a head of golf operations, so... You
do?
I have co-hogos.
They're moms, right?
They are moms, and they are every bit the head of golf operations you could ask for.
Is this one Michelle Roundhorst and the other Gina Dorschel?
I cannot confirm nor deny, but yes, you are very warm on those, and they are every bit the heart of Kellogg High School golf.
Oh, what a play right there.
Wildcats, a little bit of a lull here for the Wildcats as Timberlake was down 4, I believe, and now they're back to within 1.
It was a 6-2 ball game, and Timberlake has, for lack of a better term, clawed their way back in.
Yeah.
Watch this serve, Simon.
It's the old float serve.
Yeah, that was fun to watch. Haley Cheney is ridiculously athletic.
Yes, she is.
And that...
I think, Josh, at some point during this game, she's almost too athletic, and I think she needs to. I don't want her to play down, but I want her to play within her team's framework. I think at point she's stepping out of that a little
serve. What a serve.
Speaking of, take that serve to the triple level.
I wonder if she can dunk a volleyball.
I don't know. She gets up there, though.
She was floating right there on that last tip. And Haley right there. The rotation has suited Haley.
Good luck on that one.
That just
Those
dropped.
are just clutch serves right there. And we gotta go picture in picture because we miss critical plays when we go to full screen, but the full screen is just so amazing.
Let's see what we get here from Haley again. That one seemed a little out of rhythm.
A little bit behind her, but she's still adjusted.
Timberlake with a dump of their own. Haley from the mid. Ooh, and that was... Ooh!
That one...
That was tight.
That was in the Tammy Atkins zone. That is why Tammy does not want to line judge on the opposite side of Haley.
She's happy to line judge down here. That one was tight, though.
That one was... it was out. Good call.
And Timberlake will score here. Tough.
So 10-8.
I don't...
Boy, we're getting everything we could ask for here in this match. Timberlake Tigers bringing it on the road when it matters.
Popped up there. Grace chases it down. And a little net crawler set from Haley Cheney.
Haley says, this is all I got. I'm going to hit it off the top tape and let you deal with it.
It's not pretty, but boy, was it effective. And Caitlin Pipkin serving here. Caitlin is a capable server. And she, like I said last night, she plays every spot on the floor that she needs to very well. Coach Batchelder kind of mixing her rotation up a little bit here.
Yeah, getting some players in, maybe getting some people a little bit of a breather, and that's what we talked about between sets.
Absent from the team tonight, Faith Bryant is not.
No Faith Bryant, no Eichsenberger.
And miscommunication there from the Wildcats has this as a 1-point ball game. And serve goes into the net.
So we may have no Brent Eichsenberger here for the Wildcats at the end of the season, which is unfortunate, but definitely have some capable liberos and some capable setters down
Zoe
there.
Brooks here. Is that who we have right now?
Yep.
And that serve goes into the net, trading points here. And service errors are just, they're brutal.
Yeah, you just can't have them at this point. You
Yeah.
got to get it over, especially if you're inexperienced and you're just into the game and you're cold off the bench. Just get it over the net.
Yeah. It can be.
It's almost like, I want to say serves are like free throws. You know, you just make your free throws or make
What
the
a
most
hit
of
by
them.
Maddie. Oh, good. And that, Maddie Cheney. I enjoy, Maddie Cheney shares a birthday with my brother Ryan.
Gotcha.
It was
October?
just October
birthday.
12th.
Yeah,
Just a few weeks ago.
there we go.
And I grew up. I grew up next to the Cheneys, so I've gotten to watch
Yes, you
both
did.
of these girls grow up, and it's just fun to kind of see them out there dominating something that they are incredible at. So a little
Hey, October birthdays, I'm all for them.
waxing. Oh yeah, by the way, happy birthday!
Thank you, sir. Last Friday was a
yeah,
good
we
day.
broadcasted a game on Thursday night, and you didn't say a word.
Ah.
Great hit
Josh,
there.
you get to the point where you have enough birthdays, you just are willing to fly under the radar.
Well, and I think you might be a vampire, man, because if I remember right, you're like 51, and I can't even remotely begin to believe that.
Well, I appreciate that. That's a nice compliment. I
Oh.
feel 50. I feel 50, and I am 50.
Now hitting, so it hit the antenna.
Yep.
Hitting the antenna, that,
And went to Timberlake. huh?
yeah, so touching the antenna is a no-fly zone.
Wildcats are in some trouble here. Right? I mean, they're ahead by a point, but they have no margin for error at all.
Good job, Jesse Hall. Once again, sure-footed, sure-eyed, doing all the right things.
If I could say it's Jezzy on the spot, not Johnny on the spot. She has been there.
She is playing incredibly.
She is playing a great match tonight. There we go with Macy on the serve. She gets it over.
Ooh, and the Pipkin and Cheney right there. Pipkin joining the Great Wall of Cheney. Wheel route. Oh! Ooh, she got crowned.
That was like getting your ankles broken in basketball.
Oh no.
Here it comes.
Oh,
And guess who started that? Jezzy
the
Hall.
wheel route. I think that one needs to get to idahosports.com or somebody needs. ESPN might appreciate that one. I don't know.
That was a stunner.
Tipped up by Cheney. Oh my goodness.
That's Macy.
Part of this incredible sophomore class. Haley Cheney.
Okay, got him on the run. You're going to get one here.
Free ball. Jesse Hall right there.
Not quite what you wanted, but
It's all right. Ball stays in
ball
play.
is in play. That's right.
What a hit. Macy Jerome's right there. Free ball. And
Here we
Timberlake
have-
really not allowing. Ooh!
That's
And this place is going nuts right now.
why we call it volleyball, ladies
There
and
are
gentlemen.
some hyped parents over sitting behind the Wildcat bench. And there was a level of like primal scream after that block.
That's your Haley Cheney, United States Postal Service, return to sender.
Oh my goodness. That was crazy.
Josh,
that
we
was-
got some shout outs in the chat. We might as well hit those up. Shout out to retired band director and legend, Mr.
yeah.
Rick Dickinson, Mr. D.
He's out there
I was
right now,
just-
isn't he?
I told him, I was just saying, boy, that Smith kid really plays a good trumpet. And then I went down, and he does really play a good trumpet, but I went down and I saw Mr. D down there, and I went, that's where the extra juice is coming from.
Yeah.
Mr. D is in the house.
And
Well,
absolutely
speaking of
legendary.
80s night, I mean, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
D's back.
Yeah.
The 80s are here.
It
Sorry, Mr.
really,
D. Not
really
sorry.
is
Great trumpet player, great band director, legendary. I'm sure Gracie, the drum major, is not sad to have Mr. D on the trumpet.
Your sister-in-law's giving us some shout-outs too, I believe.
Ruth Ross is watching from Alaska, ladies and gentlemen. She might.
Oh!
Is Ruth Ross our furthest viewer so far? At least shouting it out.
She's watching from Alaska, serving and passing win championships.
She would know. Ruth would know.
As a former player and a coach.
Ruth has coached endless hours of volleyball. Endless hours.
Ooh!
And I believe she probably has coached, maybe even coached some of these girls before she left.
What a good play there by Pipkin. Double hit and a block for good measure.
Hello, Haley.
Not only are you going to get an extra hit in there, but we're not going to let you get it over the net.
Thanks for chatting us there, Ruth and Claudia. And we got some details on the IML and District 1 records from Mr. Shepard. We'll read those maybe between sets.
Woo!
Wildcats look at least like they're back off their heels.
Oh, my goodness.
They're on their toes. Oh, my. Oh, hello. I believe that will be a do-over. And Haley Cheney crushed that to the point where it is now up in the fan of Andrews.
Ooh, and now there may be a little adjustment here. The ball they're playing with now is a little bit.
It's not pink.
It's not pink, and it's a little bit not as grippy. It's not a soft leather, much like the one they were playing with.
Well, we better get that one down. We should call a timeout and get that bad boy out of the rafters. The Wildcats are just going to have to play on.
Just turn the fan on. It'll shake itself off.
I mean, blame Haley Cheney for that, for the crush.
Yeah.
And it just ricocheted so far up that no one could get to it.
Oh, Grace is she has the Mary Poppins bag of tricks.
She does.
It just never seems to end. There's always something you didn't know was there before, and that serve crawls over the net. And what a hit there. That was a great hit from J.C. Pratt. And we are now seeing if the Wildcats can just finish this one off. Winning the third set just puts you in such a driver's seat, and the service errors continue. Timberlake leaving so many points on the floor, and
they have a lot. I don't know if this is common for Timberlake, but this is a lot of service errors for them. Oh, boy.
And that might be...
Oh! It's hesitation.
I think he had to see, and this is where the line being... that line being...
black and purple.
Devastatingly dark. Like, that's a tough... Like, the shadow will betray you no matter what.
We got inception here. We got Haley serving on replay and Haley serving. That was in.
Good call by the line judge there. Punched over the net. And we're right back
reset.
to it.
Here we come.
And a tip there.
Hey,
good hustle from the Tigers. Great hustle there. Emily Coe, her number gets called.
Josh.
And that was
Emily
big.
Coe being ready for that back set. Like, Haley, I can see being ready, but
Always.
Emily Coe just said, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I think she's almost been pushing that. Give her a shot. Wow, what a serve. That was wicked fast.
That was a howitzer.
And there it is again. Oh, little overzealous.
Yeah, look at her. She's like, I wanted this. Her eyes got as big as golf balls on that one.
Grace is like, I'll give you another. I can do it. I appreciate everything I'm seeing from these Wildcats right now.
This is exciting.
Credit Haley Cheney, though, because that little run Haley went on, kind of in the middle of the floor, that culminated with the ball going up on top of the fan.
Good grief.
Really,
it's still up there.
Yeah.
How about Macy Jerome
just
absorbing
Pipkin.
that serve?
Caitlin Pipkin showing how capable she is.
Wildcats are on their game right now.
Oh, and there it is again. Timberlake hit at all costs.
You got to be ready when you're playing on that front line. Grace is going to put it in play.
That was a great
That
hit.
was awesome. We got to
And
replay that.
That was number 5. That McKenna Cronenberg.
McKenna,
And,
you're going to get a replay here from Wildcats Live.
Yeah.
That was replay worthy.
And I believe it was her older sister, and I cannot remember her name, but played a lot of basketball on a torn ACL.
Oh, yes. I remember that.
The elder Cronenberg. I believe she was also, was she a golfer too?
No, I don't remember Cronenberg's on golf.
She did something else that maybe it was track. It could have been. But right now, Timberlake kind of storming back here.
Yeah, a little mini run.
Kellogg is one serve away from getting the ball back, and J.C. Pratt being up to serve for the Tigers is a worst case scenario.
Wildcats need to be patient.
Oh, and that's a double hit. That was your libero being put into a position that she did not feel comfortable.
And that is huge, Josh.
And now
that's life support now.
it is now very much the set is the Wildcats to win.
Get it over the net, make them earn it.
Popped up. Here we go.
Here we go.
Oh, Grace Nearing. Love it. And Cronenberg, that was very in.
Cronenberg
My-
has come to play
My
tonight.
goodness. Cronenberg not even remotely interested in seeing this third set end the way it looked like it was going to end. I thought we were on our way to another 25-15.
Yes, I did too.
But McKenna Cronenberg,
She has other ideas for sure.
she has played spectacularly here. And now Macy Jerome.
Yeah,
Ooh.
Wildcats getting a little overzealous on some of those kills. You just got to get it in play.
And this rotation does nothing to help. This rotation, having Haley at the back, is not.
Yeah, it's not your prime rotation, but you've got to get it in play. You can't get it.
Oh, little net crawler there.
Can't give it to them.
Absolutely the person hitting you wanted. Macy Jerome goes right at the libero there. Good job by
We're
Olivia
seeing some
Sawyer.
good volleyball right here, ladies
Dump
and gentlemen.
set.
This is some good volleyball.
Their own version of the wheel. Popped up. Oh, and Emily Coate into the net here, and it's a 24-22 ball game.
Emily might have run out of gas right there, but again, if you're Kellogg, you just have to put it in play. It's match or set point. You don't have to put an explanation point on it.
Cronenberg, oh, gets deep. Oh, Haley Cheney
survive.
with a heck of a dig there. Wildcats staying very alive.
I mean, any point for Kellogg ends it right here. You can't force it.
Haley Cheney playing like a woman possessed.
There you go. Just
And
get
that'll
over
do
the
it.
net.
Wildcats take set number 3, 25-22. And we're heading into the championship rounds. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Josh McDonald here alongside Simon Miller, and Buck Coe, and Ty Cheney.
And the Kellogg High School pep band.
We are at Andrews Gymnasium, where the Wildcats have a 2-1 lead over the Timberlake Tigers in the 3A District 1 Championship volleyball match. Winner goes to state, loser is fighting for their lives, and we are entering the championship rounds.
It looks like it's going to be against Bonners Ferry, Josh. They're up 2-0 and up 21-10 in the third set.
This is interesting for both of these teams. Neither of these teams are accustomed to necessarily going into the deep water unless it's with one another. Well,
it's funny you say that, Josh, because thanks to Mr. Shepard, we got 2017 Timberlake District Champ. Bonners were runner-up. 2018 Timberlake District Champ. Kellogg runner-up. 2019 Kellogg District Champ and state appearance. 2020 Kellogg District Champ, state appearance. And 2021 undefeated IML and hoping to win district.
See, and I believe Kellogg went to state the year before.
As the runner-up, possibly.
Oh, as the runner-up. Okay.
Yeah.
Wildcats starting strong here.
That's what you got to have it. I mean, if you have a chance to step on the throat of an opponent, this is when you do it. And you start by getting it over the net. And Maddie has done that.
Kind of creeped a little bit. Good hustle there by Olivia Sawyer. And did she get rim checked there?
She did. And we have another ball. Oh, that's another practice ball. There's one stuck up here in the standard of the basket here as it's folded away.
Oh, when Haley's hitting in practice, I'm sure the balls have a tendency of going everywhere.
There are volleyball shrapnel everywhere in this gym right now. Guys,
man.
I'll tell you what, that is, I know she's a Wildcat, but that is a Northwest Nazarene Nighthawk kill right there.
Yeah, that's a collegiate level athletic kill. We had such a good angle on that. We saw it bounce out into the hallway, where I'm sure there were more victims of it out there.
We should just have a supply of volleyballs like they do baseballs in a baseball game.
Good hit there.
Going opposite to Haley here.
Pipkin.
Be ready, Kellogg.
And Pipkin playing in the, I believe we had a double hit. Pipkin playing almost like she's a closer.
Yeah, coming in
in the third set and then staying in. I do like, I mean, poor Pipkin during league play must have not gotten a whole lot of shine, maybe appearing only in the third sets. But I guess, no one ever criticizes the amount that Mariano Rivera ever played.
That was tipped, I believe, and that's going to be a point for Kellogg.
That was another doink right off the head, I believe, Simon. Haley is legitimately out collecting skulls today.
Here it comes. That was just,
And the Wildcats out to a great 5-1 start here.
Now just put it in play. Make them return it. Serving and passing, like Coach Ross said. That was a nice hit.
I tell you what, Timberlake absolutely doesn't look like they are uncomfortable.
They're not deer in the headlights. They're not overwhelmed. They're hitting like percentages.
And I think if you're Coach Batchelder, you are sitting here going, I want to end this in 4.
You got to end it now.
We don't want to give them any momentum into a short 5th and final set. Oh.
And that one was pretty deep, but when you get to that point, you have no time to think.
Here's the deal with Haley Cheney. You have the ability in volleyball. We saw it last night with Charter. You can sometimes whiff on things and it work out for you.
Right.
But when the ball is coming at you, at the speed at which Haley hits the ball,
yeah,
your margin for error is reduced dramatically. When it's only a second, you normally get great hit there. Emily Coe. Emily Coe is definitely the type of athlete I'm starting to see that feeds off of, like, she's a momentum player.
Yeah.
If she starts seeing the ball go over the net, go through the net, whatever sport it may be, that's where Emily Coe gets very dangerous.
She also doesn't get rattled, Josh. I mean,
and we're going to get a timeout here, I bet, from
8-2.
Yep, there it is. Right. I can almost tell Coach Garwood's timeout stride. She cocks her head to the side and walks over to the official, and it's not even a timeout, it's a slash. She just throws her hand at her other hand.
Well, I'm glad we have a timeout because Ellen Williams is shouting out from Tacoma. She just recently moved from the Kellogg area She misses seeing her Caitlin playing. Caitlin, of course, Williams, a great volleyball standout for the Wildcats. But she loves this team. She can't stop watching the Wildcats.
What was it last year that we used to embarrass Caitlin with?
She was fundamental. She was Miss Fundamental. She just did everything.
She would get so embarrassed whenever we talk about
her mannerisms, her every part of how she played was fundamentally sound.
Oh, she was great to watch. She was, and that was another fun team. It really is. We've been so fortunate over the last few years to just have fun volleyball.
And shout out to Kate, Ellen. Thank you for chiming back in. And Owen, my nephew, Owen, a.k.a. O-Rod Ross, who's quite an athlete in his own right. He's watching some volleyball. He's seen his share as Mom coaches it. So thanks, O-Rod, for the shout-out.
Good serve there by Grace. And Cheney and
Cheney going to make them earn every ball that comes over the net.
And right now it is just the Tigers are finding themselves in the quicksand.
Yep, and if I'm Kellogg, Josh, I know we have these specialist servers, but I'm just saying, get it over the net.
Yeah.
Make them earn every single point.
Get it and go. Just pretend that you're at practice. You're hitting a bucket of balls. Great hit there, and that's out.
There you go. You just have to make them earn it.
And Cronenberg killed him during that last set with that. In fact, Cronenberg was probably the only reason that set remained competitive.
Oh, yeah, she really changed that set.
Yeah. I think if the Wildcats can get up by 10 here,
they're close.
I think Timberlake's tired.
And, hey, guess who called that? And does Buck Coe have his microphone on? We are going to turn this over to Buck and give him – he was talking about fatigue and how that's going to set in, and we're going to ask him about that here in a second as soon as he gets his mic on.
Oh, double hit or a carry? Carry. And
Emily did not like that one.
I'm not entirely sure what he's calling there because we've seen him call it a couple different times.
It's almost like he calls it if it's back far enough, even if it's a clean hit.
Like
he's not having it.
If he's just like, the laws of physics don't work there.
Right, yeah, even if you're Haley Cheney, I'm not going to go for that.
Uh-oh. And good way to get a hand on that one if you're a Timberlake fan.
Keep it in play. Get it over the net. Make them earn it.
Oh.
Emily with the changeup.
Uh-oh, good free ball here. Highlight real time.
Might have been out, but that's okay. Go for it.
And we're going to get a double hit. I think Grace got a little excited.
All of a sudden, 11-4, 2-0 run for Timberlake.
Yeah, and I really did think it's a double digits almost. If you can get up by double digits, you can trade points the rest of the way, and it really doesn't matter.
But you got to trade points. You can't let them go on a run here. Now it's 11-5.
And I actually think this is the first serve that number 9 has actually gotten.
Yeah, that's not been a service error.
Yeah, it hasn't been a service error. So that means they must have confidence in her. Oh, I don't know who Grace was serving that to.
Either, and she's not happy
or
about
setting
that
to. There was not a single person over there, so whatever the Wildcat rotation was supposed to be, they were
definitely not in sync there.
One person was off right at Macy
Boy,
Jerome
some of those
here.
look like they're out. We're just
we're
playing it, but we're really not on the attack anymore.
Free ball here for the Wildcats if they want it. Kind of a premature tip. Cronenberg with a great hit. And we're going to get a little...
Yeah, you just got to get it over the net there. You just can't attack from that position and that pass. That pass is just not geared. It's too much spin. Oh, but you have the Buck is back on the mic, so we're going to bring him in shortly. Although we have a run from Timberlake here to contend with. It is now a 6-0 run. They're not going away.
Yeah, they are not afraid of the big moment, that's for sure. Emily Coe right there.
Tried to sneak one in there. Timberlake is on point right now.
And what are we going to get here? Oh,
I don't know about that.
We're getting a double hit there.
Yeah, he's calling.
But out of the block, I believe, unless the ball is blocked and it comes back to you.
Yeah, I don't know what he saw there, but he shook his head. And a little reprieve for the Wildcats, who were up 12-2, I believe.
That was an absolute run killer. And Timberlake now finds themselves on their heels a little bit, and ooh, that's
Whoa. Maddie Cheney just right on the edge right there.
I want to see that in replay,
All
Simon.
right, here it comes.
And man, that had to be razor close because I actually thought that was out, and we didn't even our camera. That was quick enough. Oh, Wildcats here up by 4, and right now, and Macy Jerome is struggling right now.
Yeah.
This is not what we are accustomed to seeing from Macy here.
No, it's not what we're used to seeing, and it's just a little bit of lull for the Wildcats.
And I think if I was Coach Batchelder, right now would be timeout time.
Buck, if somebody wants to come down, I got more batteries.
And substitution there.
So just a 2-point game now. Elliott High is going to come in and give Macy a quick breather. But you're in danger zone right now if you're Kellogg.
Yeah, you had this basically at 9 points.
Oh, no. That's just not what you need right there.
Yeah.
Wildcats misfiring on hits. They were up. This is a 11-1 run by the Timberlake Tigers. 9-1 run.
Elliott High right there, and we are tied.
This is not. Yeah, it's timeout time.
And I think I might have taken it 2 points earlier.
Yeah.
That was a punch in the mouth, and now you are basically playing
straight up.
You're playing the first half of the 5th set right now.
Yep.
If you want to make a play at getting this done and over with, if you're going to make a run at this, you're going to do it right now. If Kellogg loses this 4th set and goes into 5,
I think Timberlake's confidence is.
I am not comfortable with a 5th set if I'm Coach Batchelder, especially now that they've rallied from being down 11-2.
Yeah, it was 11-2. It is now 13-13. So 11-2 run. I don't know. Math is hard when you're on the air.
Nothing that the Wildcats haven't been in before. This is a team that's won matches at state, played into the second day of state. These guys are very capable. So nothing. And Elliott High.
That's out. I thought Elliott got a piece of that, but the line judge down here says no, it's out.
Elliott made the business call there, and Macy got a breather.
So the Wildcats get a bit of a break there.
And who do we have serving? We've got Caitlin Pipkin.
Yep. We need to get it over the net and
good serve by Pipkin.
Get something going here.
Good block. And Wildcats just look slow. They look tired. I think in that first part of this set, they went all out, blew up the lead, and then they expected Timberlake to wilt.
Yep.
And unfortunately, that has not been the case.
Timberlake has stood in there and then some.
Good block, and they have taken the lead.
I don't think the Wildcats just don't have an answer for Timberlake right now. They just do not.
Wildcats look tired,
and
Simon.
This is out of a timeout, Josh, so they've had a chance to catch their breath. They are out of position right now. They've got Haley and Maddie in the back row.
And another serve here, popped up. Emily Coe blocked. That was out though.
Yep, blocked and then
could have let it go out. Wildcats just out of sorts.
All of a sudden, the tables have turned, and Timberlake in the driver's seat right now to even this up.
What a turn of events if you are a Tiger fan. Cheney right there pops it up. Nearing passes it to Cheney, and that's out. That was long.
Yeah, it's just there's no wind in the sails right now for the Wildcats. They're just drifting.
They're stuck in a bad rotation right now too.
Yep.
Their tallest, best frontline players are stuck in the back row, where they are not capable of being as effective.
There's Cheney with a nice kill, but dug by
and that's going to sail out.
Oh, hanging by a thread here, Wildcats.
Wildcats in position to make a run at this.
And closer to getting Cheney back on that front line. She looks gassed.
Yeah, she looks tired.
I mean, she's working hard back here, you know.
She's doing her job, keeping her teammates up. You're only as good as your
Nice serve by Ko.
you're only as good as your worst player. And oh,
How about Grace Nearing serving it up to the sophomore? They wanted a net call, but no, it's going to go to Kellogg. That might be a big turn of events for the Wildcats.
and right now, like I said, you're only as good as your worst player on the floor. And if your best player is bringing everybody up,
Yeah.
that is where you see real leadership. Oh,
Wildcats just are not prepared for that little bump over the net.
Yeah,
They just haven't been all night.
like short middle. If
Yeah.
they can, if Timberlake can get it into the short middle, Kellogg is just not quite getting there.
So at least on the next rotation, if Wildcats can get the point back here, they'll have Haley on the front line, but they have not had her for a lot of points here.
That was long
Yeah,
again.
you got it.
It's going to take.
Josh, it feels like we're forcing from the back row
Yeah.
in this set.
Good job by Olivia there. Maddie Cheney, great
Maddie's
hit.
come up with some great hits in this set.
Free ball for the Wildcats here.
See if we can get a set here.
Oh,
Set to Maddie, was not able to get two down. All of a sudden, Timberlake looking to close this out. This is dangerous territory if you're the Wildcats. These Timberlake Tigers, they're playing. They have nothing to lose, Josh.
no, then that makes them, quite
More
frankly,
dangerous.
very dangerous. Yeah. Nice hit by Maddie Cheney there. Still a lot of volleyball to be played. And there it is, short mid.
Yep.
Short-
Wildcats have nothing in the mid-range return there. There's just nobody home.
And just falling.
And it could be fatigue. They're tired. But, boy, they're going to need to get some energy here if this goes to 5 sets.
Oh. Right now, just not looking. And Coach Batchelder.
Josh, this was 11-2. It is now 22-16.
A 20
Do the math,
to
ladies
5.
and gentlemen. That is
20
a
to 5.
heck of a run.
This is what I talked about, though. You've got to be comfortable in the deep water. And right now, the team that looked comfortable at the beginning of this set is kind of drowning here. There is what we said, volleyball being a game of momentum, but you can get ahead of yourself. That killer instinct that needed to be there for probably 3 or 4 more points wasn't there. They took their foot off the gas too soon, and here we are with the Wildcats doing everything in their power to stave off a 5th set, because right now Coach Batchelder is probably trying to figure out what she is going to do to mentally prepare her team after blowing such a spectacular lead.
Haven't seen a lot of Kay Reed, and the Wildcats are missing Faith Bryant for sure tonight.
Olivia Sawyer right there. Dump set from Grace Nearing.
Yeah, I agree with that. You got to go with that. But here comes, Timberlake from that left side has been absolutely on point and lethal all night. Wildcats, no answer over there.
Yeah. And McKenna Cronenberg.
Haley's going to get a breather here. She needs one,
Yeah,
too. She has just been everywhere.
This is Batchelder saying we're going to 5. Kind of acknowledging it at the very least.
Get your hitter some rest.
Yeah. Hey, there's one, though.
Maddie has other things to say, though. She says, hey, my sister's going off. I'll take over.
Yeah. And
she's going to serve now, too.
And with the rotation being what it is,
Haley can come back.
Let's take a shot here and see what happens. Good serve by Maddie. Blocked. Great block.
Here it comes again, though.
Little communication error, and we're going to get a double hit. There was a whistle, double hit there.
I think Coach wanted
Garwood.
a net. Yeah, she wanted a net.
Coach Garwood wanting to know who the double hit was called on.
Okay.
And I think if that ball had bounced off her head and come back, he might not have called it. Wildcats down by 5. There's still a lot of volleyball to be played here. And the hit
Josh,
defense out of bounds.
That left side has been nothing but an Achilles heel for the Wildcats tonight. They are attacking that left side.
Yeah.
It's just been obvious. And when we block it, it's great. But if we don't block it, it's a point for Timberlake.
And there we go.
Yep.
Cini kind of shuttles it over.
Just trying to get it anywhere.
And that'll do it.
Left
We're
side.
going to set number 5.
And I don't like the momentum. If you're a Wildcat, we're gonna have to figure something out.
Body language is telling. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with the 5th and final set. Thanks for watching Wildcats Live.
Purple and gold through and through. Shoshone Glass has been serving the home and auto glass and glazing needs of the Silver Valley and North Idaho for more than 50 years. With 3 generations of family expertise and community loyalty, they have a well-earned reputation for hard work and excellence. No matter what your needs, you can rest easy knowing that your project will be handled quickly and professionally. From energy-efficient windows and sliding glass doors to bath enclosures and mirrors and a comprehensive auto glass service as well. Let the experts at Shoshone Glass take care of your home, auto, and business needs by calling 208-783-1159 or going to shoshoneglass.com. Go Wildcats!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What an exciting night we've had. We are knotted up. Timberlake 2, Kellogg 2, 15 points away from a trip to state.
Hang on to your new bleachers.
Holy smokes. And picking right up where she left off is McKenna Cronenberg serving. Deep hit there. Oh, Wildcats.
It's just no easy points, and credit to Timberlake.
Kellogg
no
looks,
easy points for Kellogg.
Kellogg looks exhausted.
They do. They look tired.
And this is kind of, net crawler there. I've never seen the dump set go into net crawl mode, and we're going to get 4 hits there.
And Josh, that's not a matter of really Kellogg doing anything there. That was a matter of Timberlake just finally making a mistake, which hasn't happened.
They didn't get the net roll.
They didn't, and they almost did, though.
Maddie Cheney, a little sinker serve there. And, good hustle by
there, yep.
Emily Coe. There's that short mid. That's where the Wildcats kind of blew that lead. Cheney, misdirection, goes up, turns her wrist, and just hits it.
What turned that? Finally getting that just behind the front line, being prepared for that little dump there, and they finally turned it over.
Credit to Emily Coe, reading that right. It's been necessary.
Yeah, it's no room for error here.
Wildcats, little dump serve there. Cheney goes up and taps it down. going to be, oh my goodness gracious. And Coach Garwood right there, head tilt. The old head tilt timeout.
There's the timeout. Let's go ahead and, Josh, let's bring in Buck. Buck has got some things to say. So, Buck, you're going to be live here. We're going to bring you in. What do you think is going on here and what's important in this last and final set?
I definitely think the key point that's getting the Cats going right now is definitely the fact that we've kept Timberlake on our toes, like right off the serve. We're keeping the pressure on them instead of giving them a whole bunch of time. Keeping them on our toes might be the key.
Buck, do you think we're tired? And if we're tired, do you think what's the choice there? You just have to find another level, right?
Yeah, just get it done and over with. That's what I got to say to these players. Once you're done, you won't be tired anymore.
There you go. You just need 12 more points.
The old "you can sleep when you're dead" comment. I like it, Buck.
All right, Buck. Good stuff.
Out of the timeout, Wildcats up 3-0. Maddie Cheney serving here. Great serve
by
Maddie.
That. Yeah, make them think about it.
Put it in the back row.
There's that side.
Oh, that's a great hit. That is between two blockers into space.
And if you're Kellogg, you've got to figure out a way. Of course, without Faith, you don't have as big a front line, but you've got to figure out a way. Timberlake has done a great job. They found Kellogg's weakness. They go to that left side every single time.
Ashley Anna Thomas has been a momentum killer for Timberlake, or for Kellogg tonight. What are we going to get, a carry here? Yeah.
He does not like any bit of semblance of a carry.
Yeah. It is one of those calls that you might be kind of blown away by at times, but he's consistent with it. Nice little wrap around there, and that's going to be out, and we are tied. And now a 3-0 lead is enough to really trade points to get to 15, but we have now...
It's gone.
3-0
lead's gone.
You are
Timberlake
back.
does not care about any deficit.
And a 4-0 run for Timberlake out of the timeout. Coach Garwood obviously has some of MJ's secret stuff that she just throws around in her timeouts, because here we have the Wildcats once again coming out hot, and that's blocked and out. That came back at the official.
Yeah, he got more than he bargained for there. Gabe Jenisic shouting out the band, and Izzy DeMarais on the bass. So thanks for chiming in. The trumpets are they could use Gabe Jenisic right now. So, but they have Mr. D, so they're doing all right.
Wildcats here could use a play, and they've got Jesse Hall, and that back tap.
But Josh,
that's nasty.
That's the first time Timberlake has brought the ball over from the right side. It's not their forte. If you're Kellogg, you serve it somewhere where they can't get it to the left.
So Timberlake, who has been surprisingly dominant from the left side of the court, with a rare.
Timberlake has found something, Josh. They have scouted and found something in a hole in the Wildcat receiving end.
And I mean, if you're coming from the left, you're hitting with the right hand. Kind of a tough serve there.
Jesse back in.
Double hit. We're going to get a double hit here, and right now,
first deficit of the last set for the Wildcats.
It's errors. Some errors compounding here for the Wildcats. And you don't want to lose on self-inflicted wounds. Oh. If we're going to play... So now this is where things get kind of rough for the Wildcats. As soon as Grace and Haley are no longer on the same line.
Right, and I think that's been exacerbated with no Faith, because you can usually put Faith and Kay in to trade that off.
Oh.
You can't do that tonight.
And this is a back and forth one.
These guys are no strangers. This has been the district matchup championship for the last 4 years.
Popped up.
Oh, that was almost a double hit there.
Pipkin with a free ball there. Jesse Hall right there, riding the ship. And Cheney just almost pitching it into space there.
Yeah, and if you're Kellogg, you have the ability to counter Timberlake because they're so left side heavy. They sell out that back corner. Nobody's there.
And right now, Haley is up to serve.
She's tired, though.
Yeah.
That's a tough serve to do when you're tired.
And the block, ooh. Hopefully Macy is okay. And
Boy, it's just. I tell you what, there's just no mistakes here. It's just one team beating another. It's pretty impressive.
And trading point for point.
Yep.
This is going to be a long night if this is the way this keeps going. Oh.
Haley had that, and somebody got a piece of it.
It's all about putting your head down, gutting it out. It is gut check time. Macy.
Wildcats,
good hit by
very,
Haley.
very fortunate there.
Cheney playing all over the floor. Maddie Cheney goes up, still free. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, and that's out. That was out.
Haley
Cheney
tried
whiffed on
for
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the old charter whiff right there.
We'll take it. And Haley knows it. She's not showing. She's got her poker face on right now. She's just like, give us the point.
Haley
She's got
looks
Pipkin at the serve.
so tired. Good serve by Pipkin right there. And right there, Wildcats need something.
Just
punched over,
get
dropped.
It over.
Oh, and it was tipped. It was tipped. And it's back alive. We're tied up.
We
that
could
was
use a little, what, Josh? A 6-0 run here from Pipkin. I'll take it.
I would take it. And that tip.
Come on, Caitlin.
I think J.C. Pratt has to be regretting every ounce double hit.
Yeah, she carried that. Yep.
And Michelle Garwood. This is, if you're the Wildcats, you stay on the floor. Stay bouncy, stay doing your thing.
Yep.
You cannot let whatever it is that Michelle Garwood, the
I got to tell you,
mystical
Garwood,
Michelle.
She is crafty with her time.
Yeah.
She really is.
Whatever she is telling them right now, don't be surprised if they come out and rattle off a couple.
Yeah. And if you're Kellogg, like maybe you're looking at zagging instead of zigging when, they're expecting, whatever they're expecting, you go the other way.
Coming back there, though, 3 straight points on the back of great defense and then 2 really good serves from Caitlin Pipkin, who is definitely coming. She has come in as a closer for the Wildcats, and, that's what you want. She's a senior. It is now time for you to go out there and show what you got, and sometimes it's not about necessarily all-around talent. It's about mental toughness. And sometimes finishing games off is a little bit harder than scoring or being skilled.
You need a couple of points here. You need a cushion. You can't just give them a point here.
That was
okay,
a
good.
good
We're
serve.
coming over to this side. I'll take that.
That's what
There
we
go.
wanted.
Get it over.
Oh, my goodness.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
How about Grace Nearing right there saying, here you go, decide if this is in or out.
Yeah, Coach Garwood not terribly thrilled with that decision right there.
And there's another point, Wildcats. This is coming down to the wire.
Pipkin.
Oh, boy.
Pipkin. Oh, tough. Blocked. Great block. And they are out of sorts. Wildcats going to have an opportunity here. Punched over by Maddie Cheney.
Oh, my goodness. That might have been an advantage right there. Wildcats not clicking on the right set.
It's a matter of patience. For Timberlake, it had to be a matter of patience, and that is what they did not show there. And Pipkin with
just getting it over the net. Like
nerves of steel.
Good. Right side. Josh.
Oh, boy.
Keeping it on the right side.
Keep it away from the left side.
Yeah. Pipkin is getting it done.
Caitlin Pipkin miss big time.
Let's finish this run, Miss Pipkin. Get it over. She does. That serve is tough to handle. Here we go. Wildcats have one.
Emily Coe, her turn. Yes!
Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is game point from here on out. Wildcats, what do you got? Caitlin Pipkin, take us home.
This has been thrilling. Dump set here.
Here we go.
Maddie Cheney pops it up.
Get it over.
Grace Nearing hit.
There
And
it
that's
is.
it!
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. The new Cardiac Kids. It's the Cardiac Cats 2021 edition. One generation removed. Holy catfish. Kellogg Wildcats. I gotta go to the alma mater. We'll be right back. Enjoy, Wildcat fans. We're going to state, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, still do not have my breath, still do not have, my knuckles are white. Your Kellogg Wildcats right now are being crowned District 1 champions. The crowd is not going anywhere tonight. This Andrews Gymnasium crowd is electric. Your District 1 champions and Intermountain League champions, Kellogg Wildcats, on their way to the state tournament. We had a wonderful alma mater, and hail to the Wildcats. I can't even describe it. My teammate Josh McDonald is down on the court right now getting a picture. But I'll tell you what, he's glad he's down there taking a picture because he was pacing up here between serves. Caitlin Pipkin, what a streak. What a great job. The senior, just nerves of steel coming in. Wildcats a little gassed in the fifth set, given everything they had. And I'll tell you what, it was Caitlin Pipkin who turned the tide and really neutralized that Timberlake attack of getting it set to the left side, locating that weakness for the Wildcats. And right there, that's my player of the game. It's not official, although Wildcats Live has been known to come up with awards and or different categories. And right now, although Haley Cheney, Grace Nearing, Jesse Hall played a great match tonight, I've got to say Caitlin Pipkin, coming off the bench, the senior, cool as a cucumber, to quote Stacy Hoffman. All she does is like to watch Caitlin serve. It's just all she does. She just serves it over and scores points. I believe Stacy called that weeks ago. I could not be happier that she is right tonight. And the Wildcats are getting on the bus for a short trip to the state tournament. Once again, your Intermountain League and District 1 champions, Kellogg Wildcats. For Josh McDonald, I am Simon Miller. We are going to go to House Mike and just let you take it in while Ty Cheney shows us the sights. Go Wildcats.